Okay, so here's the issue I have. So we have setup, we have my stock. So this is the stock is off a solid model. The stock point, or the model point, the origin point's right here. It's 7/8 of an inch from the back because that's how I have the jaws board to hold this part to get rid of the rest of this material. Um, that's pretty good there. So the issue I'm having is here. So first thing is this roughing profile. So I have this set to use my tool. I have geometry set to 50 thou in front of the stock. And I have it set back as a selection, which is this line right here. Okay, which is that line right there. How to fix that. The radii is, so it's set the diameter. So basically what we want to do is, this is a piece of raw steel, hot rolled, heat treated. I basically want to take the mill scale off before I start basing off all this extra material. So I have the diameter set to 4.65. The stock is 4.75. So it's a 100 thou smaller than the stock. I have my passes set at 50 thou depth of cut. So it should be one pass, just one pass. Take this off, clean up that mill scale, and then give me a nice surface to start facing without beating up the insert. No finish allowance, and like I said, this is the roughing profile tool. Anyways, I post it. For some reason, it's doing two passes. So if we look at this, it's doing like one really light pass and then one heavier pass. And I think the combined is 50 thou. So we'll make the stock 100 thou smaller. So that's the first issue. The second issue is the facing. So I'm not sure what it's doing here, but it's only facing where it just roughed off. We have the facing parameter set. Okay, tool, that doesn't really matter. Using the same CNMG. The front, where it's going to stop, is to the model front. The radii is basically outer stock OD, so it should be 475, so it should start facing outside of the stock, and then 50/50 clearance. And then enter is stock ID. Multiple passes in computer. Step over is 100 thou, which it looks right here. Axial stock to leave is 100 thou. So basically I want to face it off, measure the part. If I need to comp my tool or anything, I'll do that before the final pass. But it's doing this. It's not working correctly. Okay. So I went ahead and spun up my virtual machine, and the virtual machine is loaded with 2020 first release. So prior to update 1, update 2. Same thing. Stock, same stock. Stock is from the solid. Stock box point, or I mean origin point, same thing, 875. It's actually a set sketch with the node. Okay, profile. Okay, same profile. Same, basically everything. Tool. Okay, back reference, same line, still back set 50 thou off that, still offset from the front 50 thou positive, so you can see it kind of overshoots the stock. Outer radius, outer radius is stacked to stock OD, which is 475. Inner radius is set to 4.65, which is 100 thou. Roughing step down 50 thou, 25 thou overlap, no stock to leave. And okay, so looking at that's generating correctly. That's 100% what I wanted to do. Okay, and then the same thing here. Facing's working, same parameters, same everything, but this one's actually generating. Now what I haven't done is I have not, so let me close this down. I have not tried to save this and close all this stuff down. We're going to close everything down here, and we're going to reopen that and see if that actually generates correctly. We're just going to close this all down. Okay, let's reopen that. Okay, we're reopened. Let's go ahead and reopen the nut. And then let's check this toolpath. Okay, so it's doing the same thing that it was doing before, obviously, because we haven't regenerated it. Let's regenerate this and take a look. Still 2 passes. Oh, facing worked. Facing worked. Just by resetting the software. Didn't do anything, just regenerated. So, profile rough is still not, doesn't look like it's still working right. Not sure what's going on, but still not, it's not doing it. This is gonna make probably quite the bird's nest. This depth of cut for sure isn't deep enough to engage a chip breaker, and that's probably borderline. Mainly this was just here just to kind of get the scale off the outside of the part, so every time it came into face off this material, it wasn't gonna wear out the insert prematurely. That stuff's pretty hard. All right.